vehicles. We look them all over good. You know, it passed inspection, but when you got mechanical things like that, things can break.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it.
Well, I think that's a great call because if you saw Doug Downs the way he was shaking around, he has to be shaken up a bit.
Well, and you're going to see at the end of the run here, once it breaks, he doesn't really realize what's going on. The last thing you expect when you're pulling on your tractor, he's trying to stop before he hits the wall. Now he's going to get blasted.
Just watch Doug Downs. Doug Downs now down with Dan.
Doug Downs, you've been doing this for how long?
This is my 4th year out.
Has this ever happened before?
No, I've never broke a chain. I tell you what, I looked over at one of my crew guys to see if he could give me some indication of what had happened. I knew I was moving way too fast. I hit my brakes. Sled come up and hit me one more time, and lucky we could get her shut down in time. We was moving awful fast.
In all the years you've watched this, not only just participated, but just been around the sport, have you ever seen this happen?
No, I haven't. I tell you what, it's just thank goodness that Vaughn and everybody knew what was going on, and we could just get her hold it in time.
And you're feeling okay overall?
Yeah, I'm fine. I got a good restraint in there, and everything's in real good shape.
A little shaken up on something like that?
I'll tell you what, I don't know how fast I was moving, but we were really flying, and it takes a lot of fast thinking.
Doug, we're happy to have you. Way to go, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah, fast thinking on the part of Doug Downs. Glad he's okay.
Absolutely. You know, some great pulling action coming up January 23rd in Indianapolis, and 2 days of pulling action January 29th and 30th in Charleston, West Virginia.
That should be exciting. We had some exciting action here tonight. You know, exciting barely describes the 98 U.S. off-road season. 9 points separated the winners and losers in 4 of the 5 categories. Johnny Greaves dominated stadium sports trucks until the final weeks of the season. Larry Bayer outdueled Pete Soren for the title in Michigan, with Bayer beating Soren by 2 points. Corey Witherell started at Pontiac, a point behind super-modified buggies leader Larry Fodrell. Corey finished the day 3 points ahead. Shane Hitt didn't win a race all year, but led the Pro Quad Series until the last race. Missed the championship by 2 points to Mark Earhart, who won 2 races on the year. And in another tight points battle, Parker, Arizona's Joe Price beat out a hard-charging Richard Kosar to win the Stadium Light Series. Brian Spud Walters looked quite the stud with his dominance of the Thunder Bikes category this year, winning it going away with 808 points with 4 wins and 3 seconds in 7 events. Even the Yankees didn't have a season like that. And hey, tomorrow night, these guys will all be at the Metrodome in Minneapolis. We'll be back at the Astrodome in a moment. God, we got a lonesome run here.
Well, getting ready for the shootout, it's going to be interesting because Jeremy Finley brings out the S-kicker, but since the Paperboy Express broke, he will actually make the run by himself. That means he's just got to totally concentrate, which you'd be doing anyway, but he doesn't know what's going on beside him, and sometimes it gets you a little extra edge. You're not running to beat the guy beside you, you're running against the clock. But you know, if you beat the guy beside you, you got a better shot. Boy, that was a great run, though. He didn't care.
He got off the line great, and look at the time. It reflects it.
Better than anybody's run in the first round at 1.664 for Jeremy Finley.
Now we have Dan Richter aboard Richter's scale and Steve Behrman in chemical reaction. Again, as you say, they're racing against the clock.
Yeah, they'll race against the clock and each other. But the bottom line right here is they both got to try to beat Jeremy Finley's 1.664, so they better come ready. There's Steve Behrman in chemical reaction. He's out of Holland, Michigan, as he takes to the line against the Richter scale. And again, this thing's going to be over in less than 2 seconds.
Again, they have to focus and really watch that tree. Start is so critical.
You'll see the times come up when the end of the run. 1.664. That's the magic number right now. You got to beat that to win. I didn't think either one of them got off the line all that great. They were good runs, but the Richter scale just a little bit short at 1.692.
And Jeremy Finley looking awfully strong in the S-kicker in the sand drag. Look at it again.
Again, there's a little bit of a wobble at the beginning. They didn't seem to get great starts. The times were good, but again, they couldn't overtake Finley, whose 1.664 is going to be the championship run here in the Astrodome.
Jeremy Finley out of Bluefield, West Virginia, looking awfully strong and running by himself. Let's take a look at these final results in the sand drag.
It is the S-kicker, Jeremy Finley, the champion, winning it over Dan Richter and Steve Behrman. Starsky finishes 4th because he couldn't make it to the shootout.
Well, it's time for us once again to go down and visit with our friend, Dan Moriarty.
Well, it affects your ride, where the seat is positioned. My seat is in the exact center of the truck. So when it's rocking back and forth, you know, you're in the exact center. It's not like being on one end of a seesaw or something. You know, if you're sitting in the middle of the seesaw, you know, it barely moves there in the center, but yet on the ends, you know, it might move 5 or 6 feet. And the same goes with the way the seat is positioned in the truck. It's in the exact center, so the ride isn't as rough as it actually looks like. You know, you're at the pivot point of the truck. The ride is better, and not only that, it's just the more room you have around you. You know, I just feel more secure and more comfortable, you know, in the truck in the center seat.
Still to come, we have got the finals of the monster truck. Scott, I think we got a great showdown between Barefoot and Gravedigger.
It's really a flip a coin. Barefoot's been awesome all night, but I learned a long time ago, never pick against the Gravedigger.
It's going to be tough to choose either one of these. They both have a lot of power. But coming up next on TNN Motor Madness Monster Jam, we'll have the Monster Final. You know what they say about big feet. Big shoes. In this case, really, really big shoes.
How high is that tire?
It's 66 inches tall.
Look at how tiny that is in the big picture.
Yeah, and it's 43 inches wide. As long as he unloads the bears, yeah, you don't argue with him. Roughly, they weigh right around 800 to 900 pounds.
No sneakers ever made could hold the 4 feet this massive monster carries around. Todd Froelich is the master of this monster truck. You can believe it, these tires are smaller than the originals.
This part right here is knocked off so that, because the tire used to be way out to here. So when you come into a corner, that would all hook. You want to flip you over.
Flipping over, the great fear of all monster masters. What does it feel like to end up on the roof?
Man, you're driving the whole time. I just rolled it about 2 months ago, and when I was on my roof, I was still driving the damn thing. You know, I know it's coming back up. Just give me a second here, and we'll get this back on our wheels and continue on.
The fans love the rollovers, but successful jumps and donuts are just as much fun.
They like the noise, the excitement, just like we do, you know. This has been exciting from the time you roll into town, you know. It just starts building till the time you shut it off at night, you know. It just builds.
What do the fans really want to know? What it feels like driving the biggest Barefoot of all.
Man, I don't know. It's hard to describe. You know, some days it's fear, not knowing what's over that next hill. Some days it's just pure excitement, you know. You know it's coming, and it's all fun.
With feet like this, how hard is it to wipe your shoes when you come home?
I don't know. I better call my mom. She keeps telling me to grow up, so.
This is just an awesome combination, though. You know, one of the most talented young drivers in Frolic teaming up with the Barefoot team.
And there is Pablo Huffaker in Gravedigger. He is going up against Todd and Barefoot here in the finals. This is a great show.
Yeah, and like a horse race, Gravedigger is your quick breaker, your speed horse that's going to move quickly and move to the lead. But Barefoot's the closer. You've seen how strong he has been throughout this event on the back half of the course. If Barefoot wins it, it'll be on that last jump.
But we'll see. And Pablo and Gravedigger have to get off to a good start.
Oh, Barefoot got him out of the... Wow. Unbelievable, Barefoot got him out of the hole.
And here comes that power that we see at Barefoot. Oh, my! What a run for Barefoot!
Something was wrong with Gravedigger from the get-go. He did not get a great run, and it looks like he's not even going to finish the course. Well, terrible break.
And congratulations, though, to Todd Froelich and Barefoot. What a performance here in Houston tonight.
He was awesome all night long, and especially once he makes the turn, coming for home, nobody's got as much as Todd Froelich. And right there, you see Gravedigger's done, and Barefoot's flying.
Flying indeed. That 1998 Dodge Ram. What a performance here, and what excitement from Todd Froelich.
Now, that's a souvenir every fan would like to take home from the show.
Yeah, as we see Todd again, tremendous horsepower. Our Dan Moriarty has caught up with our winner tonight, Todd Froelich.
Todd, you want him in the finals, you got him in the finals. Unfortunately, it didn't go all the way to the rope, but...
Yeah, it was close coming into the corner. Like I said all along to him, he's got the horsepower. I think I might have had him all the way, but you never know. It's tough luck when you go out like that. I know he's disappointed. he wanted to freestyle for the fans here in Houston. We were talking about it out back. We were ready to tear this place up.
Good man, congratulations.
Thanks, appreciate it.
That was a great, great race.
Well, if something happened to Gravedigger and Pablo Huffaker, and Dan's down with Pablo right now. Let's find out just what happened on that run.
Pablo, what happened?
Well, when I pulled the line, they hit the RII. The battery took a dump on me, I guess, and the plates internally shorted out, and the thing didn't want to refire. They put jumper cables on it. It fired back up. I knew right then, though, I was going to have a problem. My voltage was going to be low, and my rev limiter was going to be kicking in early, and my ignition system was going to shut down. But I went ahead and made a run for it anyhow, and the batteries just totally shut down as I came through that last turn and shut the motor off when they did that.
I mean, when you hit that turn, there was two trucks that were neck and neck. You really hit those turns exactly together.
Yeah, I think if our truck had been 100% then, or even 50%, that'd been a lot closer race at the finish. I mean, I lost all my power as soon as I came out of the turn and put my foot off in it on account of the ignition system shutting down.
Thanks, Pablo. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
You got it.
Tough break for Pablo, but we had a lot of fun here
A
tonight.
lot of fun. And remember, you can catch live monster truck action tomorrow night in Anaheim, Indianapolis, Tampa, and Toronto.
And that'll do it for us here in the Astrodome. For Dan Moriarty and Scott Douglas, I'm Mike Hogwood. Our congratulations to Barefoot, our big winner. So long, everybody. Enjoy the jam.
Hey, are you guys brothers? This is Hall Brothers Racing. Who drives the truck? Can I drive?
No.
So you nuts?
When you get up that high, do you get a nosebleed?
No, never.
We go into it.
TNN, Action Wednesdays.